What's up, everybody? Steven here, the Horror Freak 85, here to do a new series called One-on-One with the Horror Freak. And today, our first guest is Adalynn from Adalynn'S Horror World. But if you're already subscribed to her, you already know that, of course. But if
hey guys.
But if new, anyone who hasn't checked out her page, you want to tell us a little bit of what's on your channel?
So mainly what I do is reviews of any horror movie out there, whether it be J-horror, slasher, anything. But sometimes I'll post gaming videos, and that's mainly what I do, really. So
Gaming, reviews, horror, pretty much anything related to that, huh?
Yeah.
So when did you get into horror when you were growing up? Do you remember your first horror movie?
I think my very first horror movie I saw was the 2006 Black Christmas. And I remember not really liking it that much, not because it was super gory. I just didn't think it was a good movie. And I still stand by that. It's the 1974 version is superior. So
the originals are usually better. Some movies don't need to be remade. And what was the new one? The one that came out last year, or the year before, whatever. Horrible.
It's not very good. I watched it a couple months ago and I kind of regretted it. So
yeah, I think anyone who hasn't seen that yet, you're not missing anything. So definitely don't check that out at all. Besides that, when you got into horror, what else did you get into? Your phone good? All right. And saying, are you into acting at all, or anything along those lines, writing horror?
Actually, I am. I'm in college right now with a degree in theater, like with a major in theater at the moment. So hopefully I'll get into the horror genre eventually.
So. Okay. So have you done any short films with anybody there, or just stage, or?
I've done like a few short films, but like it was mainly for their classes, so it wasn't really anything horror, but they were still fun to make. Sometimes time consuming, but it was worth it in the end. So
you get that experience in is always a good thing. What kind of films were they, since you said they're not horror related?
They were more like action-y in a way. Like more like drama action. I don't really think. Well, I remember there was one that was like a horror one. It was like an homage to Evil Dead, like the original Evil Dead by Sam Raimi, with a lot of the camera movements and stuff. It was a lot like the Evil Dead.
Excellent. That is one of my favorite franchises. I don't know about you or not, but
I haven't seen all of them yet, but we'll get there someday.
Which ones have you not seen yet? Don't really want to spoil.
Haven't seen Army of Darkness all the way to Evil Dead Rise. Just those films. I've seen the first two.
Okay, it may be on Tubi. I'm not sure. As I was saying, there's a whole bunch of good stuff on Tubi, so definitely, definitely check it out there.
I will for sure.
So, you got anything planned on your channel upcoming soon?
Well, I've taken a break for now, but mainly because of Christmas, and I'm like, I want to have time for myself and stuff. But when that's over, I'm going to get back to doing the rest of the Friday the 13th movies, starting with my favorite, Jason Goes to Hell. That's a joke.
Yeah, I hope so.
No, Final Chapter is my favorite. But like I rewatched Jason Goes to Hell, I don't know, like the live streams were taken down because of copyright, but I did marathon all 12 movies. So I rewatched Jason Goes to Hell, and it's not as horrible as I remember, but it's still pretty bad.
I think it's a bit. I can't remember the last time I watched it, but the whole possession thing, I don't know. It was just.
Yeah, it was really weird. A little too weird for my liking. So.
So you said your favorite was Final Chapter?
Yeah, Final Chapter is one of my favorite horror movies ever. So.
A lot of people say either that one or Jason Lives.
Jason Lives is another one of my favorites. So.
Yeah, of course, Tommy McLaughlin wrote and directed that and everything. So
yeah,
I reviewed him a couple of times. Shameless plug, check that out. But yeah,
I will. Yeah,
so
I definitely will.
Did you get a chance to watch Thanksgiving yet?
Oh no, I haven't gotten the chance to check that out. So.
Okay.
I've heard like two different opinions. either it's really bad or it's really good. So it's Eli Roth. I know that. The guy who did Hostel.
Yeah, my opinion, I liked it. So I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of people there's some movies. It's like they either liked it, hated it, nothing in between. It's like really, you just
yeah, it's pretty true.
And then there was talked about it a couple of weeks ago. It's a Wonderful Knife with Justin Long.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that movie even existed, not gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna want to check that. I heard he plays one of like the campiest characters ever.
Like, he's really weird in it. Like the way he talks, his eyes, they just made him look all weird. He's like, well, there, fuck the rest, we're the best. Like he's just all like, I don't know. He's just he's interesting in everything he does.
That's true.
He did. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I've only seen him in Jeepers Creepers, but like, and he's like the best part of that movie. So
yes, of course.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll be sure to check that out.
So you haven't seen him in Barbarian then?
No, I want to see Barbarian though. Like another thing I know Bill Skarsgård's in it, and Pennywise. Obviously, I got to see what he does in that movie. I don't think I know anything about that movie, so thank God.
Yeah, I know. I've seen like from prior videos. You usually don't watch too many trailers or anything. You don't really like to know too much about. So.
Yeah, I used to be the opposite when I was younger. Like you know the Ring franchise. Like when the 2017 Rings came out, I watched the trailer over and over again. Literally spoiled myself of the ending before going to see it, like an idiot. But I was a stupid kid at the time, so. Yeah, I don't do that anymore, thank God.
So now you just want to stay far away from everything.
Yeah, like when Halloween Kills was coming out, like that trailer spoiled everything, and I was like, nope, we're not doing that.
Yeah, so what was it? It and Halloween, I know you're a big fan of those, I believe.
Yeah,
right? So.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, like It 2017 is one of my favorite movies. It's like one of my favorite comfort movies. Like if I'm in a bad mood, I'll just pop it in, even though there's a lot of death and sadness in it. I guess I just want to feel more depressed. Halloween, I watched John Carpenter's movie like every Halloween. Like it's a crime to not do that.
It's a tradition. You got to watch Halloween every year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing a Michael Myers shirt as we speak. So
it's like, come on, totally. You know, you got to totally watch it now. Totally.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, I got my Dream Warrior shirt.
That's a good one.
Yes. Yeah, we could do without oh, I forgot. Never mind. We'll just scratch that. It must have been a lie. You know, whenever you know that saying, whenever you forget something, was a lie. Wasn't true.
Yeah, true.
What have you watched anything recently that you would recommend?
Well, like I wouldn't say recently, but like the past year, I've seen X and Pearl, and I highly recommend those. Like it took me over a year to finally watch them, even though I heard they were like the best horror movies of last year.
I still haven't watched them.
I recommend them. I got them on DVD. And I finally watched them, and I was like, you know what? I see the hype.
Well, and they already got what's the next one coming out in the trilogy? There's the third one.
Hang on, it's messing up. Crap. Oh. No.
Technical difficulties?
Yeah, like you kept buffering, but it's fine.
What? No, okay. Back in the day when the AOL going around the buffer.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Or
it still happens on YouTube.
Horrible. Oh my God.
But no, I recommend X and Pearl. I prefer X, but because I think Pearl was just a little too strange. But Mia Goth and Pearl, like she should have gotten an Oscar for that performance.
That's what everybody says. I mean, horror needs to be more recognized. Yes, no.
Mm-hmm. Pardon us, we're having technical difficulties again.
Oh.
Okay,
I can hear you.
Come on now. That's fine.
It must be on your end.
We'll get there eventually, guys.
It's like what? Like what was in Zootopia?
Okay,
Zootopia, the sloths are like, what? They're talking all slow.
I haven't seen Zootopia, so I don't know what you're talking about, but
Never mind.
yeah, I know.
We'll just stick with horror.
It's fine. It's all good.
So yeah, like you say, you like to watch it's all your comfort and stuff. It's like when I go to bed at night, sometimes I just like put in, even if I've already seen it or haven't seen it, I'll probably just fall asleep to some horror movie. It's like, yeah, the screams, fall asleep to. That's nice.
Yeah. I understand that.
Weird and twisted that way. Whatever.
So, same here.
Fun. So
I'm the same way.
I think pretty much anyone in the horror community, we all know what we're talking about. People outside are probably like, oh, hello, we got Cheetah in here. Meowie. Yeah. Meowie Christmas.
Meowie.
Talking about Steve Rudinsky. He's the cat person here, so I don't know if you wouldn't happen to have any cats, would you?
No, I used to, but no.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, bring it on camera. He'd love to see it. He's saying hello.
Hey, what's up?
So, thanks for stopping by. So, yeah, this will probably do better in replays. So we'll see how the first show goes. But
yeah, probably.
But I figured, well, yeah, that's right. He's a cheetah person. I'm sorry. Look at that, right? My bad. All right. Yeah, I gotta, be corrected on that. So bad. Cheetah, not cat. Chester Cheeto. Have you seen Can't Hardly Wait? With Seth Green?
I don't think I have, honestly. I do love Seth Green though.
Okay.
So I'll check it out.
There's just a funny part when he said cheetah. There was like this foreign guy at the party, and they were making fun of Seth Green. He was like, yo, I had this feeling that you were totally staring at me. And she's like, oh yeah, you had the braces. And then nobody wanted to say anything, but you had the cheetah stuck in your braces. And we kept on calling you Cheetah. And so the foreign, he's like, oh Cheetah, good.
Oh, that sounds like Seth Green.
Yeah, Seth is awesome. Oh my gosh. I was lucky enough to meet him at Spookal. Like he comes up, he's up on the table and he's like, oh, he was so
you are so lucky.
He's freaking short.
I've heard he's a really short person in real life, which surprises me because I saw him in the It miniseries and he was really tall in that movie.
Tall. I guess the other kids were probably short.
No, they were younger than him. They were like 12 or 13. He was like 16 when they made that movie. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, the kids just were shorter than him at the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the original It, I really enjoyed that. So.
I didn't like it when I first saw it, but then I rewatched it and it really grew on me. And I was like, yeah, it's not that bad. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite IFC Midnight movies?
I don't know what that is.
Unfortunately. Yeah, it's just a movie company there. He collects them all there. There's so many.
Oh, okay. Movies. So. All right. Well, we'll see if I do know any of them.
You might have not even know it that they're IFC.
Probably.
I'm sure you've seen them.
Probably.
Seth was great in Holidays. Yeah.
He's great in anything.
Yeah. Okay. How about A24 movie?
Oh, Hereditary.
Okay.
Hereditary. It's a close one between that and X, but I haven't seen that many A24 movies. I have Midsommar. Haven't seen it yet. Don't know what happens in it. I've been in the dark about it since it came out, so we'll see about that.
It was all right, I guess. I don't know. It was weird. I mean, I won't spoil it or anything, but I was just like, I don't know. But it had its moments, though. So.
Yeah, Hereditary fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was emotionally traumatized after that movie. It was like I didn't know anything that happened in the movie. Like even after so many years, like I knew nothing. So when that scene happened towards the middle of it, I was just like, what? No! And I was just depressed for the rest of the movie.
Oh, yes. Mr. Bones says he likes X. So we're talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love X as well. Like that movie is like fantastic. Like it's now one of my favorite slasher movies. So
I'll probably have to just go watch it later. I haven't watched it.
It's so good. It's so good. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
It's like I don't know who else hasn't seen it, but now I'm like everybody has seen it, but me, and everybody's like, okay, I got to see it now. Everybody's talking about it. I'm like, okay, this nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I remember last year, like no one would shut up about it. It was either the fifth Scream movie or X. They just wouldn't shut up about it. And Jenna Ortega's in both, ironically. So.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
So not in the next one. Actually, it's canceled now. I heard, or at least the director fell out or something. I don't know.
No, that hasn't happened. They actually made the movie. They just haven't.
No, I'm talking about the new Scream or Scream 7.
Oh, Scream 7. Oh, I thought you meant the new sequel to X. My bad.
Oh no, not Mexican. No, that's made. No, I mean, said Jenna Ortega. That's what I meant. She's not in that. Sorry, I should have clarified that.
Yeah, you're good. And Melissa Barrera isn't in it either. I'm not gonna go see it just because of that.
Also, Spyglass fucked up big time. The whole thing.
They did. They definitely fucked up. And when I heard all about that, at first I was like, "Come on, that can't be real, right?" And then I found out it was, and I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna go see Scream 7." And then Christopher Landon dropped out. So
yeah. So there's no point. And I don't know if someone said something or if I read it or if it was a rumor. Like if they reboot it, it's like, no, don't even bother rebooting. Just end it. No. Just don't even.
Either end it or give it to another studio. Like we don't want Spyglass.
No.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like Dimension Films having it was bad enough because of the Weinsteins, and now here, I don't know.
We can't win. But it's all about Terrifier 3 now. Yeah.
Oh, I still need to see the first two. I've heard the first one's okay. Heard the first one's okay. Heard the second one is amazing. I still have to see them.
Oh my God.
I want to see them. I do want to see them though.
Yeah.
I guess I just avoided them for a long time because the gore was like extreme in those movies, and I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I can handle extreme.
Well, the second one, you think the Saw in Half was bad when she was hanging upside down? We got like a whole 5-minute bedroom death scene.
Oh yeah, that's what I've heard. I've seen the aftermath, and I'm just like, do I want to watch this? But we'll see.
Let's see. Someone was saying probably. Okay, he was talking to. Let's see. Have you? What was the first movie that you bought?
I don't even remember. I don't remember. I own so many movies, so I don't even remember. Unfortunately, like I have like a whole movie collection at this point, so I can't even remember.
We all do. There's so many movies just piled up.
It's physical media is superior. So
yes, of course. And it sucks. I'm sure you know Best Buy now isn't going to be having it. It's like,
well, I know I'm not going to Best Buy anymore. I never really went there that much to begin with, but I'm not going there now.
But either way, like, why get rid of it? It's so dumb.
Yeah, it is really dumb.
And I'm sure Bones or Cheetah would probably know. I forget if it's Australia or somewhere. They're like not doing Disney physical releases. It's just.
Yeah, it's all about streaming now, even though you have to pay money every single month to stream movies. That's why I don't do it.
Plus, I mean, if the internet goes out, what are you going to watch? You got plenty of physical copies to go in. And you get your commentary and everything and deleted scenes, and you don't really get that with
so yeah, it really sucks.
Let's see. Release duties. I was saying he doesn't go to Target anymore. I guess they're not doing mini releases either. I don't know.
What I saw a couple months ago, they were still doing physical releases.
I mean, they're still doing it, but they may not have as many copies.
Yeah, true. Like that's where I bought X. So.
And then even I work at Walmart in the electronics, and it's weird. Like some of them, they're either doing like 2 or 3 copies of each, 2 Blu-ray, 2 DVD. Is like there's not enough, or else they'll overdo the DVD instead of Blu-ray. And I'm sure most people prefer Blu-ray over DVD. So I mean, if you're going to have more of one, at least have the updated one.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Starship Troopers on VHS. Yeah, Starship Troopers was awesome.
I haven't seen it. So
yeah, I got to send you a whole list of stuff you need to watch.
yeah, I would appreciate that.
So, but yeah, I can't believe you haven't seen Terrifier yet. That's
I haven't.
It's a terrifying thought that you haven't.
I didn't even know it existed until like 2019 or 2020. So
Well, there's actually a movie, All Hallows Eve, which has a short.
yeah.
It's not David Howard Thornton though. I forget the guy's name offhand. But then there's also a which they have again on Tubi. They got the actual short that started the whole Terrifier, and they even have it with the commentary on it too, which I was surprised.
That's cool. I heard like for Terrifier 3, people were like going in a rage because apparently Art the Clown might kill a kid, and they're just like, oh no, that's not allowed. Kids die in a lot of horror movies, and you don't say shit then.
Oh, tons of movies. It wouldn't be the first kid that died. I mean,
exactly. I'm just like, why are you making such a big deal of it now when it's been happening since the horror genre like first like started, like in Frankenstein. Frankenstein literally
killed the little girl. Killed the little girl.
Yeah, so, or Frankenstein's monster.
Well, Frankenstein's monster. Girl. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and that was in the 30s. That was over 90 years ago. No one complained then. Why are they complaining now?
People want to bitch about something, no matter what it is.
Oh, they do. They do.
Like, don't watch it if you're not. I mean, who cares? Don't make a big deal about it. I mean, if it affects you, then just
don't watch it. So. It's that easy.
I just saw something on iHorror that they're going to reboot The Faculty after 25 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And it is Rodriguez who's going to produce it, so at least that's cool. He's producing it. So.
Yeah. I still need to see The Faculty, but I've heard it's actually a really great movie. It's like an alien invasion movie. Robert Patrick's in it. I love Robert Patrick, and I really like Josh Hartnett. So.
Elijah Wood is in it also.
Yeah, I forgot. Frodo's in it. Frodo's in it.
Elijah Wood. It was so funny. I had I forget which. I think he was at MegaCon, whatever convention it was. I had him sign Maniac, and everybody had like Lord of the Rings stuff, you know. And here I have the horror movie Maniac for him to sign.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, I've been a fan since The Good Son, blah blah blah, you know. And I go, and I think you were in Lord of the Rings. You had like a small part in it. He's like, yeah, just a little part. He started cracking up. He's like, just a small part. And then he goes, you want me to, what color you want to sign? I'm like, blood red, of course. All right. That was the same year Jeff Goldblum was there too, had him sign The Fly. And they got Gina Davis is going to be in Orlando in February. I'm like, oh,
nice.
Oh wait, no, yeah, she was the one in Fly. I had to think a second.
Yeah, she's in The Fly too.
So. Okay, so Maniac was IFC. There we go. He knows all the IFC movies. So
I still need to see Maniac. So yeah, I still need to see everything apparently.
Did you see the original Maniac?
No.
Not that. Okay.
No.
Oh man, I know you're busy like in school and stuff too, but man, you gotta watch.
Yeah, I know, and I'm starting to get there more, but it's not easy. It's not easy. So.
I guess he came in late, but he says you have a YouTube channel. Yes.
Yeah, I do. It's basically it's basically the same.
It's going across the bottom there. So
yeah, I have just over 1,000 subscribers. Took me 5 years to get there, but we got there.
So yeah, I was gonna ask you how long ago it was that you started. I remember it's been a while, but I didn't know how long exactly.
Yeah, so. I started 5 years ago. I was like 14 and did not know how to make videos clearly. If you watch my old videos, they are very fucking cringy.
You're like, please don't, but yeah.
Yeah, and like there are even some videos that I hate that I made now where I copied other YouTubers and they're gone now because I'm like, nope, I want to do my own thing. I don't want to be like them. I just want to be my own thing. And that's what I'm doing now, so. And I think like, no, when I actually saw your YouTube channel, like your other one outside of this, I was like, oh, that's who you are. Like I recognized you, and I was like, he's like been around since almost the beginning, pretty much.
Probably. I had a different channel, and then I had another one, and then I'm just sticking with this now. So I've been around. Yeah. And I think I've commented on a few of your things. Like I said, I haven't been around as much as I have, but I'm getting back into it. And I figure, you know what? Let's just connect all the YouTubers, and that's why, like I said, I decided to start to do the one-on-one. We can all subscribe. Or, I don't know if they like the word "join the family" since we can't say the S word.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's see what people are talking. They're talking about Maniac. Bones said that he was gonna send him the link, which also I'll put in once I I'll put it in the description and everything, so it'll be on there. And then if you want to put it on your page too, whatever, get it all out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. Do you watch any Wild Eye movies?
What movies are under that company?
So like any Mark Polonia, Sharkula, those are like some of them, but there's a bunch of different titles. Oh gosh, where do you even start? Return to Splatter Farm. That would be one that you like since you like slasher.
So, I haven't seen any of those.
Basically, they're independent horror movies. There are some documentaries. There's so many of them. Again, I'll have to tell you some good ones. There's like one called Mrs. Claus. And every now and then they got certain. They might have a bigger actor and some. Not a lot of them, but sometimes they might have someone in there. So, oh god, Bigfoot versus zombies.
Oh no.
That's a silly one. It's like, come on, don't make me talk bad about my Polonia pals. I am a Polonia pal. I can't insult myself. But yeah, there is one coming out that Mark Polonia did and Jeff Kirkendall wrote called The Stalking about killer plants. That should be out within the next 6 months, I guess. I don't know whenever but that'll be the company releasing it. So it actually turned out okay. I mean, I saw it. Went to New York and saw the premiere of it, and so. Yeah, I have about 500. I think it is about, I don't know, 400 Wild Eye movies I have in my collection.
Oh, dear God. I don't even own that many movies, period.
Caesar and Otto's Christmas is funny. Was Paranormal Halloween. They have a Christmas one. I forget. I don't know. I'll just have to look and tell you which ones there are. I mean, there's just so many of them. So
seems like it.
But I mean, they got some good ones. Triggered is a good one that you should check out. It's got Meredith Moeller in it, who that was okay. But yeah, it might even remind you of Scream a little bit too, because they do kind of I don't really want to spoil it, but let's just say a kitchen scene, sort of. I'll just leave it
at okay. Scream is my favorite horror movie, so yeah.
But she's like a I don't know how to describe her. She's like all hey Patrick, how would you describe the girl in Triggered? I'll let him say, like, she's just against everything, or everything's offensive. Just like the one girl was like, you shouldn't wear chopsticks in your hair. Like, she's just like trying to like protest, but it's like over the top. It's like too ridiculous, if that makes sense, But,
yeah, I think it does. Yeah.
Let's see. Here's a question for you. Do you blind buy?
No, I don't. I'll just sometimes if I'm going somewhere to like get horror movies, I will specifically look for one. Like, hang on, I think I got it somewhere. Well, I wasn't specifically looking for it. I just happened to find this at Walmart. I think this is one of my most recent buys, and I bought Saw X.
I got that too. Got to have all the Saws.
I love this movie so much. So, like, I didn't expect to love it as much as I thought it would, but
it was good to have more John Kramer in it. Like,
yes, like, and they need to do that with the future movies. Just have more John Kramer. You can retcon his death in 3 for all I care. Mm-hmm. Just have more Tobin Bell.
Yeah, that one took place like right after Saw 1, in between Saw 3 and everything, and plus it had detective someone else in there. It had everything, and Hoffman.
Yeah. Like, there was even a point in the movie where I nearly cried, and I was like, "Why is a Saw movie making me cry?" Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. That's what they get. It's like, of all the people you can cross, you cross John Kramer.
Exactly. Like, you mess with the wrong person.
And then having Shawnee Smith back and everything, that was great.
Yeah, that wig wasn't doing anything for her, but at least her performance was good.
Yep. And they're already going to do an 11th one next year, so
Yeah.
So I don't know if
that
it'll
doesn't
be,
surprise me.
Yeah, it's besides, this will probably be. I heard someone was saying, yeah, it's like the Fast and the Furious of horror. They're just gonna keep making them.
Yeah, it's either that or Friday the 13th or Halloween. It's either that. Like, but I lean more towards Saw because they're at least still making them.
Yes, so I'm hoping they continue with maybe more with the John Kramer in between theirs, but who knows? So.
Yeah,
and they still haven't. They could have gone on, which I'm glad they did the with John Kramer, but they may do more with. Well, I mean, they could consider doing more of the book of Spiral, the book of Saw, or book. What was it, Spiral?
Yeah, they've considered doing that.
So
they've considered doing that, and I actually like Spiral quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
who knows? They could make that their own series too. And let's see. Here's another question. Do you shop the Vinegar Syndrome or Criterion sales?
I've never heard of that. I'm sounding like a really lame horror fan right now, so.
No, that's all right. Let's see. Like Socks, but thought Shawnee thing was weird because it's a prequel, but she looks old.
I mean, yeah, but then again, Tobin Bell also looks old because he is.
Yeah.
He looks older, but at the same time, it's not that noticeable. I don't know how. I don't know how they did that. Maybe because of his performance. I don't know.
Yeah. He almost looked the same in all the other Saw movies. Like, it didn't really matter for him, I don't think. Like,
yeah, it's impressive, like, all that he was able to do for Saw X, considering he's 80. Like, I heard, like, the bloodboarding scene towards the end, like, he actually was waterboarded for that scene.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't a stunt double, it was an 80-year-old Tobin Bell, and I was like, okay, all right.
Oh, Bones just said the same thing that I said. He was old in all of them.
Yeah, true. He was like in his late 50s when he did the first Saw, I think. I'm pretty sure. Or even in his early 60s. I can't even remember.
Probably 60s. I think, what was the first Saw? Was it 2004 or 6?
Yeah, it was 2004. It's the year I was born.
Okay, so you can remember that then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, two of my favorite movies came out in 2004. Saw and Spider-Man 2. There you go. That's how I remember.
Bones says Tobin is gangster. Tobin is
awesome. Yeah. I heard he's like one of the nicest people too.
He's awesome. I had him sign my puppet. Yeah.
You're so lucky. Come on.
Oh my God.
I've only been to one convention. I've only been to one horror convention in my life, and that was this year.
Yeah, I saw that. That's where I snagged a couple of the pictures that I used for your promo. So
yeah.
So yeah, how was that? Did you enjoy your first convention there, huh? How was it for you?
It was really surreal. It did not feel real. The drive was long. The drive was long and exhausting. I had to pay for parking, so that was fun. But actually meeting everyone was so surreal. I cried when I met Danielle Harris. That was fun.
I love Danielle. She's great. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. I met Scout Taylor Compton. I actually got to talk with her. It was actually really fun. I wanted to actually get to talk to David Arquette and Kane Hodder, but their lines were so long, so I couldn't do it. I was like, I'll just wait for the photo ops.
Well, you can't really talk during. That's the thing with photo ops, though. It's unless they talk to you, you can't really. They'll be like, okay, next.
Yeah, I had a photo op with Fiona Dourif, and I actually got to talk to her for a couple seconds. Mm-hmm. So that was fun. She was really nice.
If you ever go, I don't know if you just went for the day of the convention, or did you go the weekend or drive?
I just went for one day.
Okay, because if you go for the weekend, my advice for you, go the night before, and you'll see them around the hotel and hang. You'll be able to meet up with them and stuff. And
That would be fun.
That's a little tip for you. Yeah, I've had some good times.
It's just way more money.
So yeah, Kane Hodder actually introduced me to Felissa Rose that night in Atlanta, and Tony Todd, the three of us, and then oh gosh, what's his name? Angus Scrimm from Phantasm. Boy, you've seen Phantasm, right?
I know of Phantasm. I really want to see it.
Okay,
but I know of that. Yeah, I know of that line.
Boy. It was funny. He went to bed at like 7:30 at night. It's so funny. So he went to bed, and then all of us, we stayed to the bar till it closed. Then we went up to the hotel room. We were up to like 4 a.m, and the convention was the next day.
Yeah. Let's see. Ken Foray was there.
He's cool.
Felissa Rose was there. Richard Dreyfuss was there, from Jaws.
I'd like to meet him.
Yeah, he's like the only actor of the main three that's still alive now. So
yeah. Hate to say it, but who knows how long all these actors? It's
true. Like, yeah, Nick Castle was there. I got a photo op with him. Oh, I forgot to post a picture of that. Oh no, but I did get a photo op with him. And James Jude Courtney was there. I had already met him like 5 years ago, so I was like, I am not getting another picture with him. I've already met him. I'm fine. Okay. And it's more expensive, so I'm not doing that. Let's see. Who else was there? I don't remember which character he played, but it's one of the main people from Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh my gosh.
It's not Alan Tudyk.
No, it's the other guy. I know it's not Alan. It's wow, I gotta look his name up real quick, and I know his name. No joke, I forgot his name. Tucker versus Evil is hilarious. We got your friend,
and he's dead. I need to see it so badly. I heard it's one of the greatest horror comedies, and it's like right up my alley.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh
no, and I know that Mary Elizabeth Winstead's boyfriend in Final Destination 3 is in it. Do know that. Yeah, I don't even know Alan Tudyk from that movie. I know him from Frozen, the Disney Frozen. He was the Duke of Weselton.
Then he was in Knight's Tale. It's called a lance. Hello.
He's now like one of the most popular voice actors ever.
So, and Joss Whedon's Firefly. So, in Serenity.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Who else was there? Oh yeah, David Howard Thornton was there. I think all of the actors from Terrifier 2 were there.
Pretty much all of them, I think, were there. This was the one in Kentucky, right?
Yeah, it was in Kentucky.
That's what I thought. I was gonna go to that one, but I ended up going to Spooky Empire. I was gonna do press there, and I told a friend, hold off, and we can go, get in his press. And then he ended up doing the Orlando, so I was like, shit. So I went to Orlando instead, but.
Damn, you should have come to the Kentucky one. We would have met.
I'd just be walking by and I hear you and be like, don't I know you?
Oh man. But yeah, I met like
if you ever end up going to a convention I do, let me know. I'll introduce you. I'll hook you up with people. And
sounds like fun. I met a lot of cool people there, like that weren't celebrities. Like I met a lot of cool horror fans and stuff.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing too. Besides the actors, you meet a lot of new people.
Yeah, and I was like telling I was even telling the actors that it was my first time at a horror convention like ever. They were like, "Wait, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." It was way more money than I thought. So I was like, "Okay, I understand why I never went to these."
Yeah, and they can go quick too. You got to choose what you want because it's so hard. It's like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I met a bunch of the Friday the 13th final girls. I met Adrienne King. She was a sweetheart. Like to get I got like regular photos with them, and like most of them were free. And I was like, wait, really? Okay. I got to talk Adrienne King and Amy Steele a bit. Kimberly Beck was there from Final Chapter. She was kind of sick that day, so she was like wearing a mask, but I was like, I don't care. I told her several times, I was like, I hope you get better. She was like, thank you. She was really sweet. Lar Park Lagan, I loved meeting her the most of every actor I met there.
Really?
Yeah. For those who don't know, she played Tina in part 7.
Yeah.
Laura Park Lincoln is probably the biggest sweetheart I've ever met. She is so kind. I got to talk to her for 10 minutes at her booth. That is not a joke, because nobody else came up to that
That's
booth.
what's great. Yeah, there's sometimes no one goes to jail. It's like, really? You don't come up to these people? And you get to like talk to them until, yeah.
Yeah. She like runs an acting school in like Texas, and she was like, hey, if you give me your email, I can maybe hook you up with it. And I was like, no way. This is my one chance. So I just gave her my email. And like I told her I wanted to be an actress. And she like encouraged me to keep going to pursue my dreams. So yeah, she was so kind and like, dear God. Like it was so surreal. I met Melanie Kinnaman from part 5. I got a picture with her on my phone, but my phone died while the picture was getting taken, so it never saved.
Wow. Right.
Yeah, I was mad. I was so sad. I was like, no, and my phone was dead for over an hour because I didn't bring my charger like an idiot. I kept going around asking people, do you got a charger? Do you got a charger? And most of them didn't. I was like, dang it.
Yeah, try to have it charged for future reference, like have it charged and have a backup battery or something. You know.
The thing is, when I left home, my phone was charged completely, but like by the time I got to Lexington, it was almost dead. And it really sucked.
Let me guess. Did you use the phone for GPS also?
Yes.
That's what did it.
Yeah, that is what did it. It was really sad.
So, it's still going convention's great experience though. That's always fun.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, I don't know when I still want to go to MegaCon, but I don't think I am. But I'm hoping, I'm not sure yet. I still got to talk to her. I might get a vendor's booth with Mel Heflin and Spooky Empire. So fingers crossed for that. If the tables don't sell out, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's probably going to be the next one. I don't, Spooky Empire. I know my cousin wanted me to come to Atlanta to one, but I don't know if it's the same month I'm going to Texas or not. So I should try to talk to, you just told me who you got the email from. Larkin.
Yeah. Law Park Lincoln.
Or Lincoln. Why the heck did I say Larkin? Go scratch that. We got a live blooper here. I can't say names. Like we were talking about earlier. It's okay. It's like, yeah, your mess ups were before we came onto the show. I get this.
You're all good. You're all good.
Let's see. Here's a question for you. Which House of Horror guest is your favorite?
Crap. What's House of Horror again? I forgot. No.
Funny.
Oh no. Was it
like,
Scarefest?
I haven't watched any.
I forgot. So I don't know.
Something else you have to put on your list. Well, we do have Tommy McLaughlin came on since you like Friday the 13th, so you can check him out. I'm sure you'll like that one.
Yeah. I will for sure. Yeah.
Bones is like, damn, Pat. Like, yeah. Throw that out there.
Yeah. No, the thing that sucks about Scarefest is that Roger L. Jackson was going to be there, the voice of Ghostface, but then he had to step out for personal reasons. I nearly got to meet Ghostface, but I couldn't.
He's awesome. Oh my gosh, he's such a great
I've heard he's like a really cool person. And it's such a shame I didn't get to meet him.
That's funny. Actually, no, she's not on the House of Horrors. She's on one with the Horror Freak. So
yeah. I know what House of Horrors. Oh, now I remember. My bad. I remember.
Duh.
I haven't watched that many episodes, so I can't really say right
now. We'll just say Tommy McLaughlin will be her favorite, I'm sure.
Probably.
Well, I do have David Howard Thornton on. That's a good show. He was really funny. So
yeah. Oh man, why did I forget?
Oh boy.
Oh man, I've only been awake for like 2 hours, so give me a break.
That's it. Were you a vampire sleeping during the day?
No, like I took like melatonin to go to sleep last night and knocked me out, so I was like asleep for a long time.
Took a bit too much then, huh?
Yeah, but I've been having sleeping trouble lately, so figured why not.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about getting some of that. Like I've been waking up like at I don't know too early before my alarm clock. It's like no, I got to get up at 5. Why am I up this late? Like
Yeah, I understand that.
you're like yeah, oh no, sorry. What else? I don't know if I skipped over anything or if they were just those were the only questions there, and then the comments. Oh, that's funny. Chia goes, "Good night, folks." It's only evening, and you're an hour. So actually, it's afternoon for you, I believe.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like 4:45 right now where I
yeah,
am.
5:45. Yeah, because you said you were an hour behind. That's right.
Hmm.
Good old time zones. I've had so many
Yeah.
different people on from all over. 3 hours, hour. Then when Mel lived in Japan, she was on. It's like, oh my gosh, I get confused. Like sometimes I gotta make sure I even ask the people a couple times. I'm like, okay, you're how far behind me? Let's get this right.
Yeah.
Let's see who's quoting Hobbes Bones, or was Cheetah Bone? I don't know. Yeah, where is Hobbes anyway? I sent him a message earlier in the group, but that's all right. Oh,
And we can wait.
Don't is my friend.
Same. If it helps me get to sleep at night.
Oh, that's what the quote was, saying that they have a Goodnight Folks shirt on the merch store. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like that's all, folks.
Oh man.
Good old Porky Pig there. So anything, any upcoming movies that you want to see that is coming out soon that you know?
I can't even remember at all. Like, I can't remember. Like, I mean, the closest, I don't even know when it's coming out, is Maxine.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, there isn't really much until next year that's coming out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's almost next year anyway, so it's just a few more days. So
yeah,
say in the upcoming months. Yeah, this year flew by fast, though. I think.
Yeah, that happens every year.
Pretty much like
watch 2024 is going to fly by even quicker, and then 2025 is going to go even quicker than that.
It's like we'll have you back on next year and be like, "Wow, it's been 1 year since I've been on already." Huh? Yeah, it seems like we were just talking.
Yeah.
See, really seeing what others. I think that's all the quotes there. There was what was I going to say that was coming out? I can't remember now. I think the only thing I'm looking forward to mostly, well, besides Maxine, is Terrifier 3, because there's not much horror movies coming out that I know. I have to check out a list. So
yeah, I'd have to do that too.
And the guy from Tucker and Dale, Tyler Labine.
Okay.
I had to look him up because I'm like, I know this guy. I've seen Tucker vs. Dale so many times. Like,
yeah.
This is my favorite.
Yeah, I was just.
He goes, "This is my favorite one-on-one with the horror freak." Yeah, it's the first episode.
It's the first one.
It's my favorite episode. Best episode ever out of all of them. Like, this doesn't compare to the others.
Yeah, it doesn't compare to the none others that don't exist.
As of yet, so
yeah,
anybody who wants to come on or knows anybody, so you can, like I said, you can share your this video out too on your page and everything, and we'll get it out there, and I'm sure we'll be getting some more views. So it's probably like we are unknown at the moment.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yours too, but oh, okay. He's asking Bones about this is favorite episode too. It's everybody's favorite episode.
Yeah, apparently, even though I'm in it, but yeah.
So it's like nobody can top it. This is the greatest episode of all time.
Yeah, exactly. It's the greatest episode in the history of all shows.
Yes. Who needs House of Horrors when you got one-on-one?
Yeah. And then the thing is, I never thought I'd get to this point where I'm on a podcast and I'm just like, okay, I never thought this would happen.
Oh, that's right. This is your first podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my first podcast, like, period. And I'm just like, okay.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I was a little hesitant when you asked me. I was like, I've never been on a podcast.
Yeah, it's not that bad, though. It's just like you're
talking
about everything else.
Yeah.
Bone says one-on-one with the great one. That's right.
Yeah, like when I first started my channel, I never thought I'd get this far. So.
Oh gosh, they need to bootleg this.
Oh my god.
Hey, no bootlegs. First of many. Yep. So what am I on? One, I forget how many House of Horrors I'm up on now. So the one-on-ones will be the first of many.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to see Bones as a guest. Yeah, Bones, you can come on next week if you want. If you're not doing anything. Oh boy, what else is going on? So we talked about our conventions. Who's your favorite Scream Queen?
I'd say Neve Campbell, actually. It used to be Jamie Lee Curtis, but recently I kind of lost respect for her, so nah. I'll say Neve Campbell.
Okay. Yeah, I heard what happened. I'm sure you heard when she met Danielle Harris, or when Danielle Harris met her. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I heard about that.
Like, yeah, she's like, I don't know who you're. I'm like, oh man, that's horrible. I'm like, man.
Yeah, like at least be respectful.
Like your daughter. And like all the years, like Danielle was always saying, I still haven't met Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, why not? And she was even she was telling a story one time. She was like on the plane reading her script, and I don't know if someone said something, but apparently, I guess, was it her saw or something with Jamie Lee Curtis was on the plane. And she's like, oh, you're an actor.
Nice.
Let's see. I want to see Dead Michael on. Who is that? What? I don't know if I know who that person is. Well, let me know. Let them know. Unless you're talking about dead Michael Myers. Yeah, sure. Let's bring on Michael Myers.
Yeah, even though he literally died like last year.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's seen it, so who cares if we spoil it? Right.
You
know what would have been funny though if he like was flicking them off on the way down.
No, it would have been funnier if he dragged Lori with him, or if the townsfolk was like, "Yeah, let's push her into." That would have been the perfect ending.
Or what they could have done was the only way that he could die, or like if they both die, they're connected. That's it. They both have to die. That could have been the end of it.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
So, but who knows? They could say anything. They could bring a spirit back. They could do anything. I mean, is it really the end?
Of that timeline, probably, but you never know. They'll probably make 100 more timelines. Like, I'd love to see a direct sequel to 4 with Jamie coming back. That's what I would want to see. Mm-hmm. Like, I even had like a film idea for it, and I was like, wait, I wonder if they would do that.
Some fan fiction films going on.
Yeah, like I had a concept where like after the ending of 4, Jamie was in a mental institution, kind of like in Halloween 5, but like a couple decades go by and Michael Myers like has not been seen of. And she's like in Smith's Grove, and she gets released from Smith's Grove, and then killings start happening in Haddonfield again, and they actually think it's Jamie doing it, and then they find out it's Michael, and they're like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. And they have to try to stop him again. Like, that was an idea I had.
Okay. Yeah. And they never really answered the question with the whole Thorn called or whatever. They never answered that or did anything with that.
No. And it was so dumb. The idea is just so stupid. Yeah. They made it even more dumb in the producer's cut of 6. So, yeah, because Tommy apparently can stop Michael with stones. So, yeah, that's a thing. Okay.
They made fun of that, and you've seen the Hatchet series, right?
I've only seen the first film, but I know what happens in all of them. So,
well, okay, the Hatchet. Well, Adam Green is the creator, director, writer of all that, and he also did a show which only lasted 2 seasons, unfortunately. But they do have a comic book of it, Holliston, and they had made fun of that because Corey got him the DVD for Christmas, and I think he was talking to Joe and or whatever, but they're like, or no, Corey goes, yeah, did they ever explain what who that was in the end of in the business? It's like, no, they never explained it. They don't.
Yeah, just like in Friday the 13th Part 8, they don't explain how Crystal Lake can suddenly connect to the ocean. So even though that is not possible, if you look at the map of or where the original film was made, it doesn't connect to the ocean.
Or as I like to call, Jason takes a boat ride.
Jason takes a cruise ship. Either that or Jason takes the Titanic.
He walks. Okay, he walks. He doesn't kill anybody. He just takes his mask off on board. Oh, okay. That's it. Like,
yeah, no.
Go.
Yeah, it's either Jason takes a cruise ship or Jason takes the Titanic. Take your pick.
Yeah. What attracts you to horror movies?
I don't really know. I guess it's just the entertainment value is what gets me attracted to them. Like there's like some horror movies that I think are so terrible that they're great, like Freddy's Dead. Like that movie is so bad, but I think it's so funny because it's so bad. Like I actually think the fifth one is worse than Freddy's Dead. And I even think the remake is worse than Freddy's Dead. Like I don't find Freddy's Dead to be the worst in that series. So I never did. Like there was one time where I genuinely enjoyed it, but then I rewatched it. I was like, oh, okay, maybe not. But it's so bad it's good. Same with Jason X. Like that movie is so bad it's entertaining. Like it's just pure entertainment from start to finish. But then there's other horror movies that are supposed to be entertaining, but they're not, like Seed of Chucky.
I didn't really like that one. I mean, Bride of Chucky was okay, but Seed of Chucky was just I don't know.
I love Bride of Chucky. I love that movie, but Seed of Chucky just no. God no. I cannot stand that movie personally.
Jennifer Tilly is always great as Tiffany in it. I love it.
Yeah, but I think like recently with the show, I think she just got way campier to the point I couldn't stand her. Yeah, and I was just like, okay, maybe not.
And then it's Tiffany as Jennifer Tilly, and then they switch around and all that.
Yeah, like Tiffany, voiced by Jennifer Tilly, exists, but then the Jennifer Tilly as an actress also exists, voicing Tiffany in another movie.
She made me watch Liar, Liar.
Oh my God, yeah, I remember that. She was, yeah, okay, I remember season 2. I haven't even seen season 2, but I know that happens.
Oh, okay.
I know everything that happens in season 2, though. So.
Jason on the Love Boat.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what that is. Dear Lord.
What is it's hard to choose sometimes, but what is a remake that you think was good?
Oh, it's actually, I don't like remakes that much, but I do know a few that I genuinely like. Like the remake of The Ring with Naomi Watts, I think is really good. Like people crap on it, and I'm like, but why? It's actually a genuinely good movie. It's not bad like the sequels. The sequels aren't that good. But I actually think the remake is genuinely enjoyable. It's actually a really creepy movie. And yeah, I agree with that. Jason Goes to Hell is really bad, but somehow I weirdly enjoy it every time I watch it. Like, I don't know. And I think the remake of The Invisible Man from 2020 is like amazing. So
yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
It was supposed to start like a whole Universal Monster thing again, and then they kind of scrapped that. They were like going to do like another series like that, start with The Invisible Man. But
yeah, I think Lee Winnell is actually doing another one, but I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to look it up.
I know they're supposed to be doing Nosferatu. So
I think that might be what it is, but I'm not too sure.
I have to look that up.
Be what it is. Yeah.
There is. Is there a movie that you think deserves a remake?
Huh. It's a good question.
Putting you on the spot, huh?
Yeah, like there's certain horror movies that I think don't really need a remake, obviously. Like, don't ever remake Jaws, because that's a crime. Don't do it. Do not remake The Exorcist. Like, ironic. Well, they did a requel, but
yeah,
yeah, ironic. Like, we just passed the 50th anniversary of The Exorcist. Like, golly, but like an actual like remake, please don't, because I know it's gonna suck. You cannot match the quality of that movie. And weird thing, I didn't like it when I first saw it, but then I rewatched it. I was like, why didn't I like this? This movie's great. What was I thinking? But like, okay, a movie that deserves a remake. I can't think of one at the moment. Crap. That's I can't think of one at the moment, actually.
You're like, let's come back to that.
We'll come back to that. Like, I'm still thinking. Like, I think there's like, okay, I haven't seen Sleepaway Camp, but I know they could not do a remake nowadays.
You haven't seen Sleepaway Camp?
I know what happens in it. So
I think everybody knows what happens in that. That's like out
no,
there.
the thing is, a couple years ago, I actually tried to watch it because it was on streaming, but in like the first 5 minutes, it wouldn't quit buffering, so I couldn't watch the rest.
I hate when it does that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know what happens at the end, and it's like even for its time, it was really controversial. So I don't know if they could do that nowadays. But like, I would say Sleepaway Camp if they could do it nowadays.
So, yeah, that might be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Felissa Rose was there. You didn't get a picture with her?
No, I think the line was just.
She always does.
I think the line was just too long, so I didn't really get to. But never know. There's always another time I possibly can.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you a list of conventions whenever they are, some good ones. And even if you don't go to that next one, keep in mind different conventions that are good to check out. So
yeah.
Texas Frightmare is a good one to go to. I haven't been in a few years. Well, actually, I haven't been to Texas Frightmare. The last one was just before COVID. That was the last Frightmare that I went to.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard of that one.
That's a big one. So, and it's not just horror, but Dragon Con in Atlanta is a good one. They book the hotels though like a year in advance, like it's sold out. It's so big. It takes place in 3 hotels. It's like huge.
Oh dear God.
You might get lost on the elevator because if you don't get on the right side, it'll take you to the other side. It's like, oh shit.
Oh dear God.
I mean, it's fun though. I mean, yeah. Wow. All the after activities and everything. It's good times. So, let's see if there was any other cases. Jason Goes to Hell. That was the last one there. Let's see. So what movie needs to be I don't know.
Yeah.
Sleepaway Camp, whatever. That'll be it.
Yeah, that was literally the only one I could think of.
All right. Well, yeah, it's been over an hour. I think we're pretty good. We talked about your channel, some movies we want to see. I think it's a good first episode. Good way to end it here. I'll put your information for your YouTube on there. And I guess if Bones is still around, I guess I'll talk to you maybe next week. We'll bon appetit.
Oh my God.
All right. It's been fun, and I'll send you that list, and we'll keep in touch and everything, and I'll let you know what's going on as well. So,
all right, sounds good.
All right, and thanks for everyone tuned in. See you next week, and good.
All right, see y'all.